Okay, have you ever had one of those moments, you promise yourself, you swear you're only having one potato chip,
Just one.
just one, and then, I don't know, 5 minutes later, you're looking at an empty bag, your fingers are covered in salt, and you feel full, but also weirdly desperate for more.
Oh, absolutely.
Uh-huh.
It's like your brain has been hijacked. You think, wow, I have zero willpower.
Right.
But the truth is, it's not you. You were just on the losing end of a very, very sophisticated chemical campaign. That snack was designed to defeat you.
That's what we're digging into today. This isn't about your grandma's recipes. We're talking about advanced chemistry with one kind of ruthless goal.
To get you hooked.
To get you hooked,
But
to bypass all your body's natural signals and make you addicted to, frankly, very low-quality products.
yeah, and this isn't an accident. I mean, you have to see it as systematic engineering. They're solving a business problem.
And the problem is,
The problem is, how do we take the cheapest industrial gunk-like starches, seed oils, weird chemicals, and make them so addictive that people can't stop eating them? It's pretty brilliant in a slightly evil way.
okay, so let's unpack that blueprint for addiction. Where do the food chemists even start if they want to, completely override our brain's "I'm full" signal?
They start with the number one thing that actually makes you feel full. Protein.
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 Oh.
Protein is the signal. It's what tells your brain, okay, we're good here, mission accomplished, stop eating. So if you're a food engineer, the solution is kind of elegant.
You just take it out.
You just strip the food of all protein completely.
So my stomach can be physically full, but my body is still sending out this search party for a nutrient that isn't there.
It's screaming for it, so you just keep eating, chasing something the food was never designed to give you. It's literally using your own biology against you.
Wow. Okay, so that keeps you eating, but what makes you eat so fast?
That's trick number 2, the sugar roller
Damn
coaster.
roller coaster.
Every piece of junk food is engineered for a super fast blood sugar spike, which, feels great for a second, but it's always followed by an equally fast crash.
We've all been there. You have a sugary pastry for breakfast and you feel amazing for like an hour.
And then at 10:30 a.m., you're suddenly ravenous, you're shaky, you're irritable.
And you need more sugar.
Exactly. Your brain sends out this emergency flare. Crisis. We're crashing. Find more energy now. It's a cycle, a metabolic whiplash they designed on purpose.
But, okay, here's where it gets really wild for me. The flavor. It's not just salt or sugar, is it?
Oh, not even close.
yeah.
When you see natural flavoring on a label, that's not like one thing. We're talking about 100, sometimes 200 different chemicals,
200.
all designed to create this brain explosion of taste that just overwhelms your system.
And that's the key, right? The flavor is designed to be intense, but also brief.
That's the masterstroke. The flavor profile is engineered to come on super strong and then just vanish instantly.
So you get that massive dopamine hit, that wow moment.
And then it's gone, which forces you to take another bite and another. You're literally just chasing that fleeting high over and over again.
You're trapped. You know you're not hungry, but your brain is chasing the memory of that first hit.
And that brings us to their holy grail, the bliss point.
The bliss point. Sounds so serene.
It's pure mathematics. They do massive amounts of research to find the perfect, an absolutely perfect chemical ratio of sweet, salt, and fat. The one specific combination that triggers the biggest possible dopamine reward in your brain.
They also obsess over the mouthfeel, don't they?
Oh yeah, it can't be too crumbly or too hard. It has to have that perfect texture that lets you eat it without thinking, mindlessly, because thinking is the enemy of consumption.
Okay, so these single ingredients are bad enough, but now we get to the really interesting part. The deadly combinations they hide in plain sight.
Right, the synergy. This is where it goes from just being unhealthy to being actively destructive.
Let's start with what they do to the liver.
Okay, so a classic one is high fructose corn syrup, HFCS. It's in everything. We know for a fact it puts this incredible, unique stress on your liver. It's a direct path to fatty liver disease and insulin resistance.
And it's almost always in soda.
Almost always. And in soda, you often find another troublemaker.
Yeah.
Phosphates, usually from phosphoric acid.
Phosphoric acid, that sounds corrosive.
It kind of is. See, phosphates in your system have a job. They mobilize calcium.
Wait, hold on. Mobilize calcium, like pull it from your bones?
Yeah, that's part of it.
Yeah.
And that mobilized calcium needs to go somewhere. Now, if you have enough vitamin K2 in your diet, it helps direct that calcium back into your bones and teeth where it belongs.
But if you don't, if you're just drinking soda all day,
If you're low on K2, that free-floating calcium can end up getting deposited in your arteries.
Oh,
So
wow.
that one can of soda is potentially weakening your bones and hardening your arteries at the very same time.
That's a lot more than just empty calories. That's a full-scale assault.
And that's before we even get to the triple threat.
The triple threat. I'm almost afraid to ask.
This is the ultimate deadly cocktail. It's high fructose corn syrup, plus seed oils, plus alcohol.
So, like, a night out at a chain restaurant.
Exactly. A giant soda, an order of fries cooked in cheap seed oil, and one of those super sweet, colorful cocktails. That trio is just catastrophic for your liver, your heart, your entire nervous system. It's metabolic chaos.
It really shifts the whole conversation from just a bad diet to, like, intentional interference.
And it gets deeper. Let's talk about deception and heat, because sometimes an ingredient sounds totally fine until you cook it. Take sodium nitrate.
Sounds harmless, almost medical.
Right. It's a preservative. They put it in bacon and hot dogs, mostly to keep them looking that nice, fresh, pinkish red color.
Okay.
But the problem happens when you apply high heat,
Oh.
when you fry that bacon until it gets crispy.
Which is how everyone eats bacon.
Right. The heat changes the sodium nitrate's chemical structure. It transforms into something called nitrosamines.
And nitrosamines are not good.
It's not good. In animal studies, they're known carcinogens. They cause tumors. The simple act of cooking turns a color preserver into a poison.
And that same heat problem applies to carbs too, right? Like fries and chips.
Oh, yeah. When you deep fry a starch, you create all sorts of nasty chemicals like acrylamide. But the really big one is something called advanced glycation end products, or AGs for short.
AGs, the name fits because they literally age you, don't they?
They absolutely do. In simple terms, glycation is just sugar molecules getting sticky and permanently bonding to proteins or fats.
Yeah.
Heat speeds it up like crazy.
So that brown, crispy part of a French fry.
That's basically AGs. And when you eat them, they cause massive oxidative damage and inflammation all through your body. Your arteries, your kidneys, your eyes, your brain. You are literally eating accelerated damage.
And since that often involves starch plus fat, let's talk about the fat, seed oils. The industry loves to call them healthy vegetable oils.
Yeah, we have to challenge that idea. The secret isn't what plant it comes from, it's the processing. Nobody is drinking cold-pressed, raw canola oil. The stuff you buy in the store has already been through an industrial nightmare of extreme heat, high pressure, and chemical solvents like hexane.
Hexane! Isn't that in gasoline?
Yep. So by the time it gets to you, the oil is already structurally damaged and really unstable.
Yeah.
It gets into your cell membranes and just messes everything up, especially your insulin receptors.
So it's not the benign ingredient we think it is?
A pretty shocking study in mice found that soybean oil was actually more likely to cause obesity and diabetes than pure fructose or coconut oil. It just completely flips what we think we know.
Okay, let's move on to the things that mess with our internal systems, specifically the
Yeah. So artificial sweeteners are a known problem there. They mess with the balance of your gut flora, but that's nothing compared to glyphosate,
which most people know as Roundup, the weed killer.
the weed killer. And here's what they don't tell you. Glyphosate is literally patented as an antibiotic.
As an antibiotic.
Its function is to kill bacteria. So when you consume it, it's directly attacking your microbiome. The World Health Organization also calls it a probable carcinogen, by the way.
But I buy non-GMO wheat, so I should be okay, right?
Here's the really sneaky part. Even non-GMO wheat is often sprayed heavily with glyphosate right before harvest to kill the plant and dry it out faster.
No way.
Yeah, sometimes with 3 times the normal amount. So it's baked into almost all non-organic bread, pasta, crackers. It's everywhere.
That's terrifying. Okay, last one. The ultimate flavor faker. MSG, monosodium glutamate.
MSG. The chemical equivalent of putting your food on blast. It just makes everything taste intensely, overwhelmingly savory. It's how they make really cheap, low-quality ingredients taste amazing.
I've actually done this experiment. I ordered my favorite Chinese food dish, but I asked for no MSG, and it was flat. It was boring.
See? That proves its purpose. It's not enhancing good food, it's performing CPR on dead food.
And it has a dark side, doesn't it, in terms of hunger signals?
It does. In lab settings, when scientists want to make rodents obese for a study, they inject them with MSG.
You're kidding?
Nope, because it directly affects the hypothalamus, the part of your brain that controls satiety. It just makes them overeat like crazy. It short-circuits your I'm full switch.
So when we put it all together, the protein depletion, the sugar roller coaster, the vanishing flavors, the chemical cocktails, the entire system is just a rigged game.
It's a rigged game of chemistry, and I think the biggest maybe saddest consequence is that it ruins your taste for real food.
Yes.
You get so used to these synthetic flavor explosions that a simple, beautiful piece of roasted chicken or a steamed vegetable just tastes like nothing. It tastes bland.
I remember that feeling so clearly. Real food was boring. But here's the hopeful part. When you finally stop and you get off that roller coaster, your body does reset. And eventually you taste that junk food again, and it just tastes like chemicals.
Mhm.
Your body actually rejects it.
And that's the key. When we know that scientists are sitting in a lab meticulously designing a flavor to disappear in half a second, forcing you to chase the next hit, what does that tell you?
It tells me the problem isn't my discipline. It was never my discipline. It was their design.
So, the next time you find yourself at the bottom of a bag of chips wondering what just happened, maybe ask yourself a different question.
Which is,
Was that a choice, or was that just chemistry winning the war?